talking about divorce. You know, in this country, there's a very, very high divorce rate. We've gone beyond, I think, the 50% mark now in some cases. And if you read statistics, what you see is there are three peak times that divorce usually happens. Divorce can happen during the first year of marriage when people realize that, wow, they got married on impulse and then this wasn't Mr. Right. The other time you'll see it is maybe during the first 3 years up to the first 7 years is another peak for divorce. And this occurs for several reasons. You know, people may have gotten married and then realize, well, it's not working the way they would want it to. So then they have children thinking that children will help keep the marriage together. And then they realize once they have children that it's still not working. So these couples feel sometimes that it's better for the children if they divorce than live in a relationship where there's a lot of fighting or bickering, you know, either physical or emotional abuse going on because they feel that's very bad for the children to see. Unfortunately, in these situations, children are involved, where the couples that get the divorce during the first year, those, at least you don't have any innocent children involved. So that is the second peak, is when children are in the picture, like I say, somewhere between 3 and 7. Then the third peak time for divorce is interesting. It's generally after 25 years of marriage. And during this time, people will say, okay, we stuck it out, we raised our children, we made sure they made it through school and they have the things that they need, and now it's time for us to go our separate ways because, excuse me, we don't share anything in common, and we've just stuck it out. But now that I'm going to reach retirement, I want to be sure I have someone that I can share the rest of my life with, who will enjoy doing the things that I enjoy doing and who likes me for who I am. And therefore, this is the third peak, is when adults say, you know, we don't have to stay together for the children anymore, so why don't we split up? When older adults get divorced at this time, and you know, think about it, if somebody got married when they were 17, right out of high school, and then they get a divorce 25 years later, they're still, you know, relatively young. And with the age that people live to be today, with many people being very healthy and active in their 80s and 90s, that they do have several years, you know, that they may want to invest in another relationship. I think when parents who have children, again, even grown children, decide after 20-some years of marriage to go their separate ways, that's hard on children also. It's hard on them in a different way than what happens with parents of young children, because during those years, you know, going back to those who get divorced during the 3 to 7 year mark, those children are still in their formative stages, and then when special events come up and holidays and so forth, it makes it hard for the children to split time between different families and so forth. But I think it's equally hard in a different way when parents divorce after 20-some years of marriage, because then their adult children are like, why are you doing this now? You've been together all these years, and that's equally hard to do. As part of your test today, I want you to think of a vocabulary building exercise that is used in high schools. It's part of Rubin's book. Dorothy Rubin wrote it on vocabulary expansion, and she has this little story about divorce, and I want to go now from what I've said and read this to you, because this is typical of what happens sometimes in a high school social problems class. um, where they're pulling across the curriculum something they're doing in an English class coupled with a topic they're discussing. So this is about divorce, and go ahead and keep interpreting this as part of your test. My best friend was the first of our group to get a divorce. After having been married for 2 years, he decided that matrimony wasn't for him. He told us that his wife behaved in a very maternal manner to him, and if he wanted someone maternal,